everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today's video is very exciting for a number of reasons. Not only do I get to share with you a little bit more about my next steps in teaching, but today's video is also filmed in collaboration with Cricut. Now, if you have never heard of Cricut before, let me introduce you to my Cricut Joy. This here is a legend amongst the teaching community, and if you follow any teacher Instagram accounts, you will probably have come across the Cricut and seen it in action. This here is an incredible cutting and drawing machine, and later on in this video I'm going to show you how I use it to personalise and create some incredible back to school projects. But before we do that, let me take you back to my 15th first day of school. Good morning guys, it is Thursday the 12th of August and you join me getting ready for another first day of school. I honestly cannot believe that the summer holidays is over already, but here we are. I am getting myself all sorted. I've made my usual breakfast of a banana and peanut butter smoothie. I've got my coffee on the go and I'm just trying to make myself look far more awake than I actually am. It has been a long time since my alarm has gone off at 6:30 in the morning, but here we are. I honestly can't believe that this is now my second first day of school as a teacher. I don't know where the last year has gone, but one thing I will tell you, I am far more relaxed this morning compared to what I was last year. So last year I filmed my first week of teaching, and I think if I remember correctly, we started on the Monday, so we had Monday and Tuesday as our in-service days, and then the pupils came back Wednesday, Thursday. This year is a little bit different because today is Thursday. We have 2 days of an in-service day now, so Thursday and Friday it'll just be the teachers in school getting all set up. We then have the weekend and then the kids come back on the Monday. So I'm going to film more of the setup this time around as opposed to my actual first full week, as I thought that would show you a little bit more sort of behind the scenes of getting ready for a new year of school. Okay, before I get ready to actually leave the house, I just want to show you my lovely shoe choice for my first day back at school. I am literally wearing socks and sandals because I have the world's worst blisters on the backs of my heels. So while I can get away with not needing to wear proper shoes, I'm looking like a dad on holiday. Honestly, you can't write this stuff. I'm literally gonna walk in and be like, hi, how are you doing? Look at my shoes. Fashion icon. And she is on her way to school. What school, I hear you ask? The last time that I updated you on where I'd be working this year, I didn't have a clue either. I'm actually on the way to the exact same school that I was at last year. I got an email last week towards the end of the week, I think it was actually Friday, saying that I was to return to my previous school of employment. I don't actually know whether I'm going to be there all year or whether it's just going to be temporary and then I'll get moved somewhere else. But for the time being, and particularly for the next 2 days of in-service, I will be at my old school, which is honestly insane. I feel like the fact that I'm going back to somewhere that I loved so much and somewhere that I enjoyed working is definitely playing into the fact that I'm not as nervous as I was last year. If I was going to a new school, I feel like it would be a totally different story, but I am just so excited to see everybody that I worked with again. Like, I'm gonna walk in and I don't know if they know that I'm coming back or whether it's just like the senior leadership team that know that I'm coming back, but yeah, I'm so excited for today. I'm needing a good catch up. I was actually here last year as a probationer. I'm back! Yes!
Oh, fantastic!
We don't know for how long, but for now we are, so exciting.
When did you get told?
On Friday.
Oh, you're kidding. I'm so excited to see old staff back again.
Okay, I'm just back at my flat. As expected, I didn't actually film much today at all. I got to school, we had a sort of welcome back meeting and then a child protection meeting in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I just spent the time sort of helping other teachers set up their classrooms. So I received an email on Friday telling me to go back to the school I was at last year. When I got there, the head teacher was not very certain that we'd be staying long at all. I asked her what jobs needed done in the afternoon and she asked me just sort of help other teachers set up their classrooms. And then she said, if you're still here on Monday, we'll get your timetable sorted out. So it sounded very sort of up in the air, I guess. And so I've just spent this afternoon sort of helping other teachers get all of their classrooms sorted out. I was then driving home from work this afternoon and I received a call from an unknown number. That unknown number turned out to be the primary recruitment people for Glasgow City Council, and they told me that as of tomorrow I have to go to a new school. So I am now feeling very, I don't know, I feel like excited that I've got something more sort of permanent, but also like I was so excited going back to my old school. I got there, I was so excited to catch up with everybody, and because I was sure that I'd be going back tomorrow, I just left and didn't say goodbye to anyone. And now I'm not going to be going back there. This is like the last day of school all over again. I honestly am in shock. Like I've got a new school from this point on. So I'll be going to that school tomorrow and I will be there for the foreseeable. I don't know what my role is within that school. I don't know whether I'm going to have my own class. I don't know whether I'm going to be doing learning support. I don't know whether I'm going to be doing non-class cover. I don't know. And the fact that I now only have one in-service day and a weekend left until kids go back to school is really sort of freaking me out. I don't know what to think. Like, part of me is very excited, but part of me also feels sick. Tomorrow's gonna be weird. Oh my god. I was not expecting this to happen when I started filming this video this morning. Alexa, volume 5. Okay, you know how I said yesterday morning that I wasn't feeling that nervous getting ready and I was just feeling excited? Yeah, today the nerves come. Why do I literally look like Casper the Ghost? Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Oh my goodness, I can't actually believe I'm going to a different school. Like, what is going on? I don't understand. I was so just accepting of going back to my old school yesterday. I don't know, it felt like that was actually going to be it, but here we are. Weird. I don't really know what to feel. I am a bit nervous, but I'm also just really excited. Like, it's obviously going to be strange having to meet a whole group of new people, but in saying that, I have been the new face about school, what, 6 times now? So I'm kind of used to it. Okay, that was quite the day. I'm feeling very overwhelmed but very excited at the same time. It seems like a really lovely school and the staff were all brilliant today at just trying to get me up to speed, I guess. I'll talk to you a little bit more later about what it is that I'm actually going to be up to over the next year of my life, but yeah, for now I have a lot of paperwork in my bag to sift through. I have a lot of things to sort of straighten out in my head a little bit, and there's also a lot of techie bits and bobs that need sorted in the school before I get access to like anything on their shared area. But yeah, good day, very good day. Okay, I am home and I thought I would just sit now and kind of run you through the information that I'd been passed today, because let me tell you, my year this year is going to look very different to last. So I don't have my own class at my new school, and instead I'm going to be doing class cover when teachers have their non-class contact time. So basically what that entails is, as a teacher, you're entitled to 2.5 hours out of class a week. And that time is an entitlement for every teacher so that you have time to do some planning, some marking, just to help you keep on top of your workload. And so when you're out of class, another teacher will come in and take the class for that time. So that is what I have been assigned, I guess, at this new school. But rather than having 2.5 hours out of class every week, at the school I am in now, teachers get a full 5 hours, so the equivalent of a whole day's teaching, out of school every 2 weeks. And in that time, I will go into the class and I will teach the children. So I am going to be jumping around the school quite a bit. I brought my timetable here so I can kind of run through it a little bit. This is all obviously subject to change depending on staffing and everything, but as it stands currently, I'm going to be in primary 2 on a Monday. On a Tuesday, I will either be in the primary 4-3 or the primary 4 class. On a Wednesday, I will be in either the primary 5 or the primary 5-4 class. On the Thursday, I'll be in with primary 7 in the morning, and then I'll have my own non-class contact in the afternoon. And then on a Friday, I'm going to be in with primary 1. So I have pretty much every year group other than primary 6s. So I am going to be seeing a whole range of children at a whole range of abilities, and I'm going to really get clued up on the entire curriculum this year, I think. But yeah, I am back at my flat now. I have just sat and ordered myself a new teaching planner for the year, because the school I was at last year actually gave us a planner, and I didn't know if I'd get given one or not this year, so I was hanging off until I knew which school I was going to be at. But it appears that all the teachers there all have their own one, so I just thought I'd order my own one as well. So this is the website that I ordered my planner from. This is the same make that my teacher's planner was from last year, and I actually really liked it. I thought it was very user friendly, and so I came on, you can actually customize your planner. So I've gone for a black planner with a black wire and then a little rainbow string. What do they call it? A ribbon, just so that you can like mark which page you're on. I thought it was very simple and very cute. I feel like it's a very me planner. Now, I don't know if this is the case for anybody else, but I feel like it's very common amongst teachers that I adore stationery. So I am now very excited for this to show up and for me to be able to add to it. Good morning, guys. Well, is it morning? I think it's like 12 o'clock now. You join me possibly the most put together I've looked on this channel for a while. Today it is Saturday, and as I've mentioned in a previous few videos, Saturday I try to keep as my me day. I try and ignore the responsibilities of work for a day and just kind of unwind. Today is actually quite special as I'm heading to a christening. It is the christening for my cousin's little boy, so I'm all dressed in my little mint dress and I'm ready to go. I woke up this morning, went out for some baked goods and a coffee, had a little walk along the river, and I've just gotten myself ready now. Other than this, I don't think I will film much today because I'm not really planning on doing any work. I tried to keep Saturday's work free and then we'll crack on with things tomorrow. So I will probably see you tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. This is my setup. I have started off my productive Sunday as I normally do by writing myself a list of jobs to get done today. As you can see, I've got a little bit of planning to do for the first week back. I need to read some briefing notes I've been given from my new school. I also really want to crack out my Cricut to get some stickers and other bits and bobs made for the first week back. And I also have some housework to do as well. So that is what my Sunday is looking like. I've got a lot to get caught up on, but for now I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna make my way through my breakfast smoothie and do a little bit of admin. Okay, so I've decided the first job I'm gonna do today is making my labels. Now, this isn't the most important job that I have to do today, but it is by far the most fun And I always feel like starting your day off with a job that you're excited to do makes you more motivated to do the rest. So I'm going to spend maybe an hour this morning just getting some labels and some stickers printed out. As you can see here, I have got lots of different types of vinyl. I've got some permanent vinyl as well as some removable vinyl. I've also got some adhesive paper, I've got some different pens to play with, and also some transfer tape so that I can put my designs straight onto whatever it is I'm looking to customise. And here's the point that I jump back in to tell you a little bit more about my Cricut Joy. Now, I was contacted by some lovely people over at Cricut, and they asked if I would like to be sent a Cricut Joy to begin personalising my own teaching equipment. And of course I had to say yes. I have heard only good things about Cricut products from people online, as well as actual real life teachers that I've met over the last few years. So when they contacted me and said that they'd like to collaborate, I was over the moon, and as soon as my Cricut Joy arrived, I couldn't wait to get it out the box. The Cricut Joy is such a quick and easy way to personalise any of your items, and the possibilities that it unlocks for DIY projects is incredible. As I found out earlier on in this video, I don't actually have my own class this year, and I'm going to be working on a non-class contact timetable, which means that for the time being I don't actually have my own classroom. I don't really have a space to make my own, and because of that I feel as though personalising the things that I do have at school with me is even more important. On Friday you will have seen that I ordered myself a brand new teacher's planner. Now on the website there is an option to personalise it, but when you do something like that online, those options can become quite expensive, and you're only really personalising it to a certain point. Using my Cricut Joy, however, I am able to personalise my teacher's planner in whichever way I like. All you need to do is download the Cricut Design Space app. Now this can be installed on a computer or on a phone or iPad. I personally decided to use it on my laptop, and the moment that it was downloaded I got started. On the Design Space you can upload any images or fonts of your own, but there are already hundreds for you there to work with. Scrolling through the fonts I came across one that I really loved, which was called Dear John, and I used this on quite a few of my projects. Once you've typed out your text or created your design on the Cricut Design Space, it's then time to get printing. So here I have my brand new teacher's planner, and on the back you can see my lovely added Cricut personalisation. The Design Space allowed me to line this up perfectly to make sure that the miss would fit right above the McRae, and I really love how this turned out. I then got to work creating some folders because, as I mentioned, I'm not going to have my own classroom this year, which means that I'm not really going to have my own desk or filing space, and everything's going to need to be that little bit more organised from home. So I picked up this little selection of lovely pastel folders. Did I wear this top just to match? Yes. Yes, I did. And using my Cricut Joy, I was able to label them with a day of the week using my favourite Dear John font, and I really love how these have turned out. Each day when I'm in school, I'm going to be teaching a different class, which means I'm going to need a different register, I'm going to need different resources, and having them all set out in these folders is going to make it so much easier for me. It also means that rather than carrying everything back and forth to school with me each day, I can just pick up that day's folder and I've got everything ready. The last little project that I did was something a little bit different. I've had this bottle kicking around for quite some time. If I tell you the truth, I don't even know where it came from. It keeps my cold drinks cold and my hot drinks hot, but as you can see, it's not the most exciting to look at. So I gave it a little bit of a makeover using my Cricut Joy. I added my name to it using some of the permanent smart vinyl and then chose one of Cricut's own images to go on top. And let me just say, I know you're not actually meant to put these types of bottles in the dishwasher, but who really has time to be hand washing a bottle like this? This has now been in the dishwasher 4 times and that smart vinyl is not moving. I feel like I could honestly go on and on and on about the benefits of using my Cricut Joy and the possibilities that it has unlocked for me. From getting started with those 3 projects, my mind is now constantly thinking of ways that I can personalise my space. And let me tell you, when I do eventually get my own classroom again, this little machine will be working overtime. If this video has also got your creative juices flowing and you'd like to read a little bit more about the Cricut Joy or any other Cricut products, definitely check down below in the description box. I honestly cannot recommend Cricut enough, and I will definitely be keeping you up to date with any projects I create in the future. But for now, let's carry on with our productive Sunday. Alrighty, it is 1:45 already. I don't know where today is going, like, honestly. But good news, I've got lots of stickers and little decals all printed out. And I've been sat here for the last little while looking over some get to know me games, some different activities to do on the first week. As I mentioned on Friday, I think it was, I am going to be in a whole host of different classes this week. And so I've been looking to find different activities and games that will work at different age groups. I'm also going to have different amounts of time in each classroom, so it's finding things that are appropriate for the time that I'm going to be spending with the children each day. But I think I have a good bank of games ready to go. I'm very much just playing it by ear at the moment. Hopefully by tomorrow everything will be a bit more sussed out. But for now, I'm going to give my planning a pause and I'm going to go and get some lunch actually. I've not really got much in the flat right now and it means I can go and get something tasty for my lunch. So I'm going to go and pull myself together because currently not looking my best. These are just a few of my ideas I've got written down so far. If you're needing some of your own, feel free to pause. But these games I've designed for primary 4, 3s and primary 5s. These ones are all quite versatile. So yeah. And we are all set to go. I decided to put on my gym stuff because I'm going to go a walk while I'm out as well. And when I get back, I'm also going to do a workout. So this saves me time later. I want a burrito for lunch. So let's do it. So there we have it guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed watching my prep for the new school year. I also want to say a huge thank you to Cricut for working with me on this video. I had an absolute blast personalising some bits and bobs for back to school. Remember, if you're interested in the Cricut Joy or any of their other products, definitely check the links down in my description. And while you're down there, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys very much for watching and I will see you again very soon in another video. Bye!